most of the time when there's harmonies, it's kind of just like one person doing it, just like, oh, I'm gonna harmonize this part.
So
Um,
someone lays down, keeps the rhythm down.
yeah, well, like, I mean, in the recording, we already have the rhythm kind of set, and then
Sure.
when somebody does the solo, they're gonna put the harmony part on it themselves. But then coming to like figuring out who does what in like a live scenario, right?
Yeah.
Then things get a little bit nebulous. Usually I'm like playing the rhythm, and then like Sebastian and Devin will kind of do the harmony. Um, so as for like setting levels, I don't know. I basically just set it so I can hear myself and the drummer, and then everything else come what may. There's no science, right?
Yeah, that's cool, man.
What did when you were with Leatherwolf, like what was kind of the protocol there? Because I mean that I would say definitely had a an influence on at least us being able to think that the three guitar thing was possible, right? It was like the classic Leatherwolf kind of triple axe attack.
The triple axe attack, man. It is. Um, so it was cool because Michael, God, he's so cool, by the way. He's such a good singer and such a sweet guy. But anyway, he wouldn't play all the time. There's a lot of cool orchestrated parts. I'm blanking on it. This is funny. Yeah, it's been a while for that one. I was trying to play Hideaway, but like for instance, something like that, he would jam like the rhythm part, which I'm also resting on the rhythm part.
Dude, it's
But,
okay if I don't practice something for like, you know, it's like 3 days tops, and it's pretty much gone. So I gotta pull up all the tabs for all of my own shit.
I usually tell people the steps leaving the stage are the same steps in which I forget everything I just
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, so
Shit.
true. Unless of course like you're on the road, but if you're on the road and then it's the last show, then yeah, that's
Yeah, yeah, it's out. I'm gonna put other stuff in there like fucking fart jokes or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
hmm What's really important.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
so he would come in, he would sing sometimes, and he wouldn't have his guitar, and then the guitar was always on the stand. He'd grab it for triple solos, where we would do the root, the harmony, and then the octave was generally the harmony of choice for them.
Okay.
And then there was other times where, yeah, it would just be like a rhythm. The harmonies that they did are super sick, man. Like for way back in the day, it's. I mean, maybe it's maybe it's child's play in comparison to Bach, which of course was thousands of years earlier. But
Sure. Yeah.
but I mean, it's
Might as well be millions of years earlier, man. Jesus.
yeah. But I mean, it's still like I think it's pretty impressive, and that's basically yeah. The short answer is he's not always doing it, but yeah, they would have the two guitarists, Jeff and Carrie, that were badass, and they would play most of like the dual harmonies, and then Michael would come in for the triple harmonies. Yeah.
Shit. Crazy. So
So
are you like loading in like three different amps and stuff, and his was just kind of like on standby. We're gonna sound check this, but other than that, just leave it the fuck alone until it's time for the third guitar to come out.
we'd probably like chug away at some E. That's what I like to do to get a level. Is just like it's so funny, dude. God, I could rant about being a guitarist and trying to hear yourself and trying to dial in a tone with the boss battle that is the sound man.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
because, dude, the sound man, I swear to God, if if a soundman freaking barks at me to turn down my stage volume before he's even heard the drummer, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it because like, dude.
Oh yeah.
It's one thing too when they're like, all right, snare, and your drummer's like, dude, he's not gonna be playing like that.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Yeah,
so
drummers always just sound checking like that, like dink, dink, dink.
Yeah, and then it's like,
dink.
Okay, and first song, count off.
Yeah.
And then it's like 10,000 times louder, and then it's like, oh yeah, I guess I'll bring my volume up so I could at least hear it over or at the same level as the drummer. Anyway, so yeah, get a drummer to play with you, freaking chug away with 3 guitars and see, like, obviously, yeah, the 2 guitarists in that band, in Leatherwolf, that were going to be playing the whole time. It's important for them to have maybe a bit more volume, or at least more if there was more or less, than the guys that's not playing all the time. But
sure.
Yeah, so, but what I used to do with my band is I had the Spark switch, or the Spark pedal, which was just a decibel boost.
Yeah.
Run that through effects loop. So are you doing something like, you guys all have your volume pedals, or like what are you doing for that?
Yeah, for like solos and stuff, I would run like a little EQ kind of just through the effects loop. Now we're pretty much just using Kempers, so
Nice.
we got that going. So if you need a little bit of volume, you just turn it up on whatever you're using for your lead patch, and there you go. So yeah, and like everything's just kind of going direct, so you sort of just hope that the sound guy kind of knows what to do with it, which sometimes is a gamble, but whatever. It's all rock and roll in the end.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's cool. You seem really laid back about it. I get triggered as hell when it comes to volume and like being heard. Well, like,
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, usually we're like using like in-ears and stuff like that, so I don't have to worry about being able to hear myself. It's just kind of trusting that it sounds okay in like front of house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hate it when after you're done playing a show and you're like, yes, I feel like that show went really, relatively well, and then you'll talk to somebody who'll be on like, the front of the crowd or whatever. They'll be like, yeah, I couldn't really hear any of your solos at all, man. Like, I literally cannot do a damn thing about that because it's not my world. It's out of my hands.
Damn,
completely.
Dude. See, yeah, that was always my biggest regret. Like, cause you were headbanging like so hard, right? And you were just like playing it super clean. You were like, yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, nailed it.
What?
Yeah. What's going on here? Yeah, man.
Turn up.
Yeah. And the sound guy's telling you like, no, buddy, you got to come down.
Yeah. Dude, so speaking of rigs, what have you got for pedals? I want to hear like about signal chain. I'm supposed to build this pedal board. I'm totally new to it. I never really used pedals before.
Shit. Yeah. Let me grab my board real quick.
You got a whole rig.
I do. Yeah.
Sick.
All right.
Dude,
well,
I love your shorts, by the way.
Dude, yeah, it's been like 100 degrees, so I'm just like, fuck it.
I love it.
Not into pants right now.
That thing's beautiful.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is my since we're all using like Kempers now, this is pretty much my home rig. So,
dude, I want a shot of that for the gram, dude. Sick, man.
Yeah, dude. So
That's
yeah.
Whoa. Okay, so how heavy is that thing? Is it too
This
heavy
is
to walk us through some of these pedals?
no. So okay. So probably the most important one is this one control, this switcher down here.
Yeah.
This basically everything plugs into this, and this is entirely in charge of like the signal chain, right? Everything goes into this, and then everything comes out of this and goes to the amp.
Whoa. Okay.
So basically, like deciding if you're going into your effects loop or whatever, or if it's going into the front, that sort of thing.
Hmm.
So and it's all like MIDI controlled and everything too. So what I would do, since we do everything to a click live, I would basically just program MIDI patches so that it would literally just change the settings on my pedal board for me. So
Dude.
in an ideal situation, if we didn't fuck up at all, I wouldn't have to like press a single button. It would just do it. You know what I'm saying? So,
Wow.
and this will change your the channel on your amp as well. So
Dude, this is what dreams are made of.
yeah, and this is like super accessible technology. I just don't feel like a lot of people know too much about it because it's not like it's really not that sexy. It just is just kind of total utilitarian sort of thing, right?
Wow.
So yeah, so then like all of these buttons here basically control one of these pedals, and then I just turn things on and just patch things together, and you know, for
So
like
it's
your clean zone, you're like oh, I want a compressor and a chorus and some reverb and delay, and then maybe some EQ or something like that. So then you'll just turn all those on. That'll be like patch one. You go to patch two. Be like, okay, this is my rhythm tone. Basically, I just want noise gate and overdrive. Turn that on. Do your lead tone. Like, okay, maybe I want delay and reverb, overdrive, EQ. We'll leave the noise gate off. That kind of thing. So literally, you're like controlling a shitload of pedals with just like one different push of a button.
Yeah, that's sick, man. So are you doing it? So when you say you're changing around these settings, I mean, is there any actual toe tapping that happens, or you pretty much press one button that changes?
Yeah, literally, you just like once you have it all programmed in, you can just hit one button and a bunch of different shit will come on. So
That's cool.
yeah, so no toe tapping involved.
Yeah, that's really cool because I remember when I used to mess around with pedals a lot more when I was younger. That was always the thing. It was like, well, I want this and this and this, and this has to come off, that has to go on. And so to see that you got it all rigged up with one touch,
Yeah,
I remember that was always kind of what I wanted. So that's really cool.
yeah, man, it's super possible. So then like as far as the pedals go,
Yeah.
nothing too crazy. You just have like a noise gate, uh, compression pedal, little mini phase, chorus, overdrive, tuner, reverb, delay. This is like a splitter thing that I have to use for the front of the amp, and then the noise gate itself. It kind of like splits things off so it can sort of intelligently know what is actual guitar signal and what is noise. So it does that by listening to the signal from the guitar itself rather than
Oh,
like the affected signal.
that's cool,
Um,
man. So then
yeah,
your gate's like super accurate. You're never like trying to hold out a whammy bar note and then it's like cutting out because of the gate.
yeah. I mean, it can still do that, but that just means you have the gate on a little bit too high.
Mm, okay.
And then this is a little harmony pedal if I want to just kind of do a harmony with myself,
So
and then EQ. And
how does that work? Do you have to calibrate to the scale, or do you tell it what?
yeah, dude, there's I got like cat hair all over this because this has been in here for like a year and a half here. But yeah, basically you are so it gives you the scale or like what mode you're looking for.
Hmm.
I do like really simple harmonies, so I usually just leave it on like Aeolian, right?
Okay.
And then you're putting in basically like what kind of harmony do you want? Do you want it to be a
Thirds,
third
fifths.
above? Do you want it to be a third below, fifth? You can do thirds and fifths, an octave, that sort of thing. And then you're basically just setting your key here. So mine, I was harmonizing in the key of C apparently. So mine is set to C. Or if I want to do D, you just change it. So, like if you have a song where the solo part is maybe alternating between keys that are not like super related,
Yeah.
it can be kind of rough. You can't really do that. You can't go from like, all right, this solo part is in D, and then this solo part is in F, and then have it make sense unless somebody wants to change that for you. But
Yeah.
on the fly, it works.
See, I was thinking, like I'm probably going to get a microchip implanted into my head at some point, which will be MIDI compatible and Bluetooth compatible with my pedal board. In which case, I will create harmonies on the fly that will change to all diminished harmonies, and then go to whole tone, and then back to, of course, aioli. Yeah.
Perfect, man.
Yeah.
I would love to see that happen. That's the kind of biological human computer tech I'm really waiting for.
Yeah, and I think, dude, with your glasses right now, we are well on our way.
Yes.
Dude, that rig is sick. Thanks for the rundown. That was cool to see.
Yeah, man.
That's a Kirk Hammett wah?
No, that's the custom audio electronics one. It has a couple different wah settings between it and like an overdrive or something built into the wah that I never use. It does a lot, but I don't know. I'm kind of an idiot when it comes to wah. So
What are you
just
talking about?
like just make it go wah, you know?
Dude, speaking of like over complexity when it comes to wah pedals, I just bought the George Lynch Dragon 2.
Oh, the Morley one?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Can you like pilot like a spaceship with that thing?
It's the mini one.
Oh, they made a mini one.
Yeah. So I'm like in my Lamborghini, so to say.
Okay.
No spaceship necessary.
Nice.
I don't know, or I'm on the bike. I'm on something slim and trim, but
okay.
Yeah, it's got the Bengal tiger finish on a wah pedal.
Sick.
And,
You know, that's the most important thing I think about a pedal is not how it sounds, but how cool it looks when it's just down there. You know what I mean?
Dude, you cannot be more correct right now. I have this Jimi Hendrix Octavio Fuzz. It's like the fuzz bass and an octave pedal in one. It's got fucking Jimi Hendrix. Dude, I'll grab it. It's right here.
Sweet.
I mean, yeah, dude. Like, what more could you ask for? So they came out with a whole run of these, like all different Jimi Hendrix style pedals.
Oh yeah.
I saw you have the Echoplex.
Yes. Yeah.
So I think the Echoplex was something he was big on.
Probably. I'm not super familiar with Jimmy's tone, but if he was, I mean, given the era that he was in, I'm sure he probably did. And they had like those, they had the big fuckers that they had to carry around that were like literally the size of like that pedal board itself with like actual fucking tape in them that they had to make spin and shit on stage.
Dude, so yeah, that's what's funny. I might hit you up for a couple tips when it comes to building this board because I've been working with this band and they're big on kind of the effects. So for the first time, I'm gonna have to like assemble a legit board, which I'm kind of excited about, kind of intimidated, but
yeah,
I feel that too. What's most important is that whatever ends up on my board looks super sick. So this definitely made the cut. The George Lynch Bengal Tiger makes it.
Yeah.
The real challenge is just going to be finding pedals that are cosmetically adequate for the board.
Yeah, dude, absolutely, man. Yeah, that's the number one thing. What band are you playing with these days? Can you say?
Yeah, they're called CULPRIT.
CULPRIT. Okay.
And or I don't know if I can say, but I'll say it anyway. So uh, they were like just another one of those '80s bands, man. Not to be facetious, but they're. I saw they played "Keep It True," so I was like,
Okay.
okay, that's cool.
I don't think I've listened to these guys before.
Yeah, they're pretty progressive, like not quite Queen's rock, maybe on par with the progressiveness of Queen's rock, but
Okay.
different style though, kind of cool.
They're from Seattle also, and we're on Shrapnel, so that's ticking some boxes for me, my dude.
The bass player's really good. Yeah,
Oh, fuck yeah.
He's funny. He's so harebrained, but he's a really nice guy also. He's just like, he's so excited about rock. I went over there to the track today at 10 in the morning. He's like, yeah. I'm like, dude.
It's too early, man.
I'm just trying to chill here, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good though. It's good to keep those energy levels going once you get up into that age range. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, dude. And you know, I'm sure you can maybe resonate with this as a guitarist, especially someone who's like, you know, writing a lot of the music, doing a lot of the business part of being in a band, and you know, occasionally it feels like, man, can I find some people that are on that same kind of wavelength of like, let's do this, let's go, and it's cool because this guy is so hyped on his band, man. And
yeah, dude, good.
I dig that energy, you know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, that's good to keep. I'm sure he's like an original guy, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Sweet.
I think he's the only one. Yeah.
Shit, I mean, to keep it going since what? Fucking 1981. So we're like, you know, fucking, what is that? 40 years later at this point. So
wow.
Yeah, exactly. 40 years later.
Yeah.
Something to be said. It's a good mentality to have.
Yeah, man. Dude, so what about licks? Should we play a little bit? Should we like what have you been studying, or what have you been shedding, or do you have to go soon? Do you what's your deal?
I probably got to get some dinner pretty soon here, but
all right, yeah. Well, no pressure, dude. Just wrap it up whenever you're ready.
We could jam a little bit here.
All right. What are you thinking for dinner? Some Italian?
No, man. My wife made a stew with the new crock pot, so
she knew just what to stew with the new crock pot, huh?
Exactly. What do you tuned in that'll influence my guitar grabbing choice? Are you E?
I'm an E. I could go to E flat. I got a guitar right here if you want, whatever. The classic.
The classic.
Yeah, dude, that guitar is sick, man. I think it was like 2014 when I came across your page for the first time.
Oh yeah, was it playing this guitar?
Yeah, it's that guitar, which has seen many pickup evolutions since then, and other innovations too, huh?
Exactly.
But yeah, I think you had Crackle maybe before the Crackle thing was so cool as it is now.
Dude, yeah, I got this one in 2012, I think. So.
Dude, that guitar's badass.
Yeah, thanks, man.
So, what have you been practicing? What have you been jamming?
So. Bad technology. Can you hear that?
Yeah, I can.
Sweet. Cool. Yeah, so I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to get sort of like the alternate picking of like arpeggios down a little bit better.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's,
Cross string, right?
yeah, basically. So doing something like, ah, shit. It's like so freaking difficult to just. It's just like, you know. So this is a very, very simple, like, shit, what would this be? Just like a D minor arpeggio. There you go. And then doing the C major arpeggio.
Okay. Got it. Got it, got it. Yeah, that's a cool riff. I've never done that before.
And then like doing it super super alternate picked the entire way through.
That is really difficult, man.
It's stupid difficult. I think I would usually just do something like I don't even know how I would do that with like.
I see what you're saying, like mostly downstrokes.
Yeah, I don't think you could do that even with like economy picking. Would just have to be alternate picked.
You could do some sweeping. I'm playing that like down 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 up.
Yeah, down.
Down. I don't know. I'm turning around, but mostly sweeping. So like, I think I'm getting like two ups. I'll try to say it. So down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, 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 up. Yeah. Still harder than hell, bro.
Yeah, that even seems like way too much for me to wrap my brain around.
But that's cool. Are you playing that in one of your tunes?
No, I'm basically so this dude named Chris Brooks. If you've heard of him, he has this instructional book out. It's called like 100 arpeggio licks for
Chris Brooks. He's
yeah.
cool. He's cool.
Yeah, he's rad. So he's got that book, and it has a bunch of different styles in it. So it's like, you know, learn some licks that I don't know, and some different kind of picking techniques and stuff like that. So
nice.
That's from the Vinnie Moore chapter. So
Vinnie Moore. That's Vinnie Moore is more.
Yeah, Vinnie Moore is more. So in your picking adventures, I guess, have you come across like the Yngwie method of like alternate picking, or not? Alternate / economy picking.
If I did, I don't know what it is. Yeah, I'd love to hear you explain it.
All right. So basically, when you are ascending, right? Just classic down, 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 down. Right?
Yeah.
Typical alternate picking style. But when you are descending, you're going to do down, up, pull off.
Does Ingve not pick the third note?
Not when he's coming down.
Wow. He goes
He
up.
basically, yeah. So the idea is to keep your pick like you're just pointing it down this entire time, right? Instead of going, which is how I would do it if I was just economy picking everything, right? With like the
Yeah.
sort of like upward thing.
Right. Yeah. Is there enough light here? I'll throw this on real quick. All right. Yeah. So you're saying you go.
There you go.
Okay, so that's totally different. Yeah, because I've been trying to economy pick up, down, down, up, down, up.
Oh yeah. So when you're descending, leading with an up, like you're sweeping it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
just like economy picking.
The Ingve way is kind of cool because you could sort of like emphasize those like first notes on different strings. So like,
Oh.
so everything sounds like kind of nice and even, whereas like
Right.
it just kind of has a bit of a different sound. I can't really explain why, but
So, man, I never really noticed that Ingve does this before. That's
oh
cool.
yeah, dude. If you watch his hand, like when he's doing the like so it's real sloppy, but it's just like super like it's like barely moving his hand,
That's sick. I really liked that lick that you just played there.
Oh yeah, the classic Ingve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Or you could do it with all economy picking with like leading with upstrokes.
Because is this? Oh, is that come out to 7? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Huh, shit.
Yeah,
There
it
you
feels weird economy pick. I mean, I'm new to economy picking, but I would do it. I think I feel more comfortable alternate.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I'm super jealous of the way that sounds because
Oh, dude.
I'm not super good at alternate picking, so I can never get everything to sound like that just defined. It's always throwing in a couple pull offs here or like doing the economy string change sort of thing. Doesn't have the same attack. You know what I mean?
So how are you practicing your alternate picking?
Um, at this point, I've kind of given up on it because I'm fine. But if I was doing it, I really got to sync with my left hand and make sure that I'm doing the forward and back sort of thing.
Did you throw on like a metronome or?
Yep.
And then you play the whole run, like they just like.
Yeah.
Okay, so like one thing that changed the game for me because well basically what happened is I tried to learn the economy picking stuff and like I told you it completely ruined everything I had worked for in alternate picking, which at the time was actually pretty good, and so when I relearned it, there was a couple things I noticed that helped me a lot. But what's most important is definitely just the way you're practicing it. So instead of playing the whole run, this is like a basic thing that everyone is told, right? Everyone's always told, you know, play the thing slow and then just speed it up.
Yeah.
But
Speed it up till it sounds cool, like Michael Romeo says.
yeah, exactly. um, what people do is they fatigue themselves by playing the whole run. And so what I do when I'm working with my clients is I'll break it up into what I like to call bursts. And so instead of playing, you know, what maybe it's, or let's say the whole thing you're playing is,
Yeah,
then
up and down.
instead we'll just play, always ending the last phrase with on the click, because this sucks the subdivision into the right spot. Otherwise, it's easy to trail off and go over.
Okay.
But always having, so if it's an even phrase, you have like one extra note that lines up with the click. So
Oh, there you go.
you have da-da-da-da-da-da. So that is much easier to continue to increase and increase than perhaps like the whole riff, right? And so you slowly acclimate your hands to like that you know that the new pace each time. We go up in like, it's different depending on what subdivision you work with. But if we're working with six tuplets, 3 BPM at a time. But anything like 4s or below, you can go up like 5 BPM at a time. Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
I would definitely give it a shot, dude. I think you'll see epic results. And then like, yeah, it's always like picking apart a riff. It's like you take apart the car. I've never done that, but I'm sure it's like but you gotta put it back together the way that the car would be. So if you know, like if the next stroke would be that downstroke, then you have to piece it apart. Or for instance, it's like, okay, you got the first 6 notes down. Let's work on the next group of 6 notes. Well, it would start on an upstroke that time. So when you do the practice with those small bursts, now it's going to start like up, down, as opposed to first it was down, up, up. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, you sound killer, man. I mean, if you don't have alternate picking, it's like at least you got the Ferrari. Maybe you don't have the Maserati and the Lamborghini as well, but you got the Ferrari, dude.
Yeah, dude, yeah. See, these are like going back to what I first said, where you're like just being okay and sort of comfortable with the stuff that I'm like not good at, the stuff I can't do, and just kind of just being fine with it, you know. I don't know. I guess some people would call it lazy, but at the end of the day, yeah. If you're driving around in the Ferrari, I don't think anybody's gonna be like, haha, he doesn't have a Maserati though.
Yeah, well, the thing is, what you said ultimately was what I felt is the mindset you have to combat what I was asking, you know, which was basically like, well, what about, you know, all these guys that can play all this stuff, you know? It's like, if you beat yourself up like, oh, I can't do this or that, then it's going to be, that internal dialogue sucks for pouring your passion and soul into a great guitar solo, which I know you do. So it's like, it's important to have that, like, fuck it, man. I'm gonna just be me and I'm gonna rip.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so.
Dude, and you know the crazy thing is like, no matter how good and like how on top of the game, like professional guitar player guy you can be, at least all of the dudes that have like reached that sort of like next level where I would be like, okay, you are like guitar god guy, right? Mm-hmm. They will still think of their playing as being like somewhat inadequate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think most people would be kind of like shocked at the people that that kind of are not super happy with their own playing, you know, where they're just kind of like, yeah, it's good enough, but, you know, I don't love
Yeah.
it.
You
That's a
know,
lot of guitar players, man.
it's true because we all have our idiosyncrasies. We all have the techniques that come easy to us, and we always like at the same time like, dude, you're a ripping guitar player, but I mean, you see another ripping guitar player, and you're like, well, he does the same stuff, but it's different, and it's cool when he
Yeah,
does
yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like the meme where it's the dude walking down the street with his girlfriend or whatever, and he's like looking at the other, you know, the other chick that's like passing him by.
Yeah, it's like a riff that, um, like it's like 999 songs I haven't completed. That new
Yeah,
riff
yeah,
though.
yeah, exactly. Or like if the one girl is like, you know, all the stuff that you're good at on guitar, but then the one that the guy's looking at is like all the stuff that you're not good at guitar. It's gonna kind
Yeah,
of like get down on yourself for all the shit that you can't do.
it's true, man. Dude, I don't want to take up your dinner time. I know you're trying to probably take out before the place is closed.
Hell yeah, man. Well, dude, good hanging out with you. Fucking
Dude,
A.
same. Yeah,
Do
it
this
was
more
cool.
often. I
Um,
haven't. The pandemic is ending, and I've done like relatively few Zoom hangouts. So, you know, gotta gotta get more of these in.
yeah, definitely, man. Um, yeah, so uh, figure out. Let me know how you want to chop this thing up or release this stuff, and yeah, I'll be in touch with you. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Do you have a YouTube channel? Are you doing
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Cool.
So then maybe there's some stuff we could do just on your channel, some stuff we'll do just on mine, and then
Yeah.
yeah.
However, whatever makes the most sense.
I think people
Um.
are doing that because that way it gets it incentivizes the audience to check out each other's channels.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds good.
So
Cool.
yeah, I'd love to help you out with your channel as well because I know you're building that up and dude, everything I've seen,
Right.
we forgot to drink pee together. That's the only thing.
Oh fuck. Yeah. I don't have any apple juice, so unless you want to do real pee.
We'll save it for next time. This way we'll have something to look forward to.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Busted.
but, but seriously, man, dude. I mean, I'm always watching your stuff on Instagram, and yeah, it's always good to see you fucking just climbing the ladder, dude.
Yeah. Well, fucking A, man.
It's cool to,
Likewise. I can't wait to see. I hope you guys go on tour with Culprit or something, so I can come out and catch a show because it's been a while since I've seen you fucking
yeah.
kick ass live, dude.
Oh, dude, thanks, bro. Yeah, and did I see a tour flyer for you guys yet, or that I'm thinking of Paladin? I think I'm thinking.
Yeah, you're thinking of Paladin. We're doing a we're doing a couple festivals next year. Legions of Metal in Chicago, and then another one up in Vancouver, BC. But
Nice.
other than that, we're just kind of working on some stuff. So
Dude,
hopefully we can get something cool.
it was great going through some techniques, checking out your rig, learning about
Yeah,
that
man.
stuff, and you know talking about the new album, which I really do dig, man. It was
Thank you. Thank you.
fun listening. Um, but yeah, dude. All right, enjoy
Fucking
the
A.
rest of your night, bro.
All
I'll
right, man.
talk to you soon.
Yeah. Talk soon. All
Peace.
right. See ya.